Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're completely rethinking how you manage your day as a student. I mean, think about your phone for a second, right? Without a charger, without updates, without apps running smoothly, it's completely useless. Well, your brain is exactly the same. Without proper rest, energy, and structure, your mind just kind of crashes. We so often think of routines as these rigid, miserable 18-hour study schedules. But today, we're going to treat your daily routine as your brain's essential operating system. It's a perfectly balanced structure, totally designed to keep you consistent, sharp, and best of all, stress-free. How many times have you literally said to yourself, tomorrow I'll finally fix my routine? We've all been there. You set your alarm for 5 a.m., you imagine yourself studying for hours, exercising, reading, making a healthy breakfast, but then tomorrow actually comes. You snooze, you scroll on your phone, you delay, and suddenly it's night again. It's just a universal student struggle. You either overwork and burn out, or you underwork and fall way behind. But the good news here, mastering a balanced routine gives you way more focus, more energy, and actually a lot more free time. Okay, let's dive into this blueprint. We'll start at 6 a.m. to wake and boot up, hit deep focus at 8 a.m., do a midday recharge at 1 p.m., a creative reset around 5 p.m., and finally save and sleep at 10 p.m. This documentary-style journey from dawn to dusk shows exactly how a science-based day naturally flows, so the routine carries you through even when your motivation inevitably fades.
Section 1. Dawn. The operating system boots.
Our journey begins right at dawn. Now listen, you do not need to torture yourself with a 4 a.m. wake-up call to be successful. Waking up somewhere between 5:30 and 7 a.m., that's the actual sweet spot. The world is super quiet, there are no notifications, no noise, nobody asking anything of you. It's the absolute perfect environment to boot up your body and mind. When you do, I want you to think of your body as a Wi-Fi router, and your brain as the device connecting to it. If the body doesn't wake up, the brain simply won't connect properly. I'm not talking about hitting the gym hard at 6 a.m. either. Just 5 minutes of stretching, yoga, or literally just walking around your room. This light movement improves blood flow, pushing vital oxygen right to your brain so you can actually understand and remember what you study later. And this brilliantly illustrates the absolute biggest mistake students make every single morning: grabbing the phone. Checking messages or social media right when you open your eyes is like inviting 50 total strangers to dump their chaotic thoughts into your brain before you've even brushed your teeth. It just creates pure chaos. Instead, try opening a window. Let natural light hit your eyes. That signals your brain to wake up calmly and naturally. Just breathe for 2 minutes. If you start with calm, you'll feel in control all day long. So here's a crucial thing students constantly underestimate. Your brain eats too. When you study, your brain is burning glucose for energy. Running on empty just makes you cranky and sleepy. You need a simple, light breakfast, something like a banana and oats. But even more importantly, drink water. Dehydration feels almost exactly like tiredness. So next time you think you're just being lazy, your body might actually just be screaming for a glass of water. Section 2. Morning. Deep work. Focus. As we move fully into the morning, your brain hits its absolute golden window. It is at its sharpest right now. Why on earth would you waste this prime cognitive time scrolling random videos? No way. This is the moment to tackle your absolute hardest subjects, whether that's solving really complex math problems, memorizing history dates, or writing code. But to maximize this golden window, you need structure. Enter the Pomodoro method. Just remember this: 1 focused hour in the morning equals 3 tired hours at night. Do a 50-minute block of pure, uninterrupted deep work, followed by a 10-minute break. But during that break, do not touch your phone. You've got to stand up, stretch, look outside, and give your brain actual, genuine rest, not just a different type of digital stimulation. Section 3. Midday. Active learning and recharge. So by the time afternoon lectures or tutorials roll around, it's pretty easy to start drifting off. You might find yourself just kind of nodding your head, taking a few scattered notes, but ultimately losing focus entirely. Passive learning, just mindlessly copying what the teacher writes, is honestly like throwing seeds on totally dry ground. Most of it just won't grow. Now, what's really interesting about this metaphor is the alternative: active learning. Take 2 to 3 minutes right after class to quickly summarize what you understood in your own words or ask a few small questions. That care and attention is like planting those seeds properly. It makes your revision later feel like you're just reviewing something you've already mastered. And by lunchtime, your brain and body are pretty much exhausted. A massive mistake right here is eating a heavy, oily meal that just forces your body into a super sluggish digestion mode and completely crashes your energy. Instead, grab some light proteins like eggs or lentils and veggies, and definitely skip the sugary drinks. Then you've got to hit the biological reset button. Take a quick 15 to 20-minute power nap. Seriously, no longer than that, or you'll wake up totally groggy. Or just go for a brisk 10-minute fresh air walk to completely wake up your mind before the afternoon hits.
Section 4. Afternoon. Practice and application.
We have all felt that dreaded post-lunch slump. Your attention drifts, your energy drops, and it is incredibly tempting to just stare blankly at your books. But hey, this isn't a personal failure. It's literally just biology. Your brain is naturally slower in the afternoon, so the crucial point here is to work with your body, not against it. Don't waste this time trying to absorb super difficult heavy theory. Use this block for active, hands-on tasks. Solve math exercises, run through past papers, review your flashcards. Keep your hands and your active mind moving to push right through that natural slump.
Section 5. Dusk. Movement and creativity.
As the day turns to dusk, we naturally need to slow the pacing down a bit. After a long day of classes and deep study, your body's going to feel heavy, and your brain is probably going to feel pretty fried. It's time to shift gears completely. Now, you don't have to go lift heavy weights, but getting in 20 to 30 minutes of simple movement, walking, playing a sport, or honestly, even just dancing in your room, sharpens your memory and burns right through that accumulated stress. Follow that up with some creative time. Listen, even the best students in the world take time for hobbies to prevent burnout. After moving your body and resetting with some creativity, doing just a bit of light revision of your daily notes will leave you feeling a deep sense of accomplishment, rather than guilt.
Section 6. Night. The save button.
Finally, we enter the night routine. This is where we prepare the mind for true deep rest. The whole goal here is to calm the brain down so it can effectively process everything you've worked so hard to learn today. To properly wind down, you want to follow these exact steps. First, spend just 5 minutes writing down 3 to 5 highly specific tasks for tomorrow. Not something vague like study, but finish physics chapter 4. Why? Because your brain constantly agonizes over unfinished business. Writing it down literally tells your mind, hey, we have a plan. You can rest now.
Let's move to this absolutely crucial concept and see how it builds our sleep quality. The digital sunset. That means 0 screens at least 30 minutes before bed. See, blue light from your phone or laptop tricks your brain into thinking the sun is still up, which is exactly why you end up scrolling TikTok until 2 a.m. Replace that screen time with reading a physical book, maybe some journaling, or listening to a calming podcast. You have to let your brain wind down naturally.
And here is a hard truth you absolutely must remember. Never, ever sacrifice your sleep for studying. Think of your brain just like a computer. All that studying you did all day, that was just loading data into the RAM. Sleep is the actual save and process button. If you cut your sleep short to cram for an exam, you are quite literally throwing away your hard work. Sleep is the only time your brain actually converts all that information into long-term memory. We're going to end on this really powerful thought. Consistency beats intensity. It is so much better to study 4 hours every day for a month than 12 hours for 2 days and then totally burn out. Stop comparing your study hours to those people claiming they work 14 hours a day and just focus on quality. Building this kind of routine is a process. And yeah, you're going to make mistakes and occasionally fall off track. The key is simply restarting the next day without giving up. Because if you build this discipline today, it ultimately becomes your absolute freedom tomorrow. So I'll leave you with this. Looking at your current habits, what is the one vital software update you're going to make to your operating system tomorrow morning?